These 20 assets will make your family rich for generations. Ever wonder why some families never seem to struggle, no matter what the economy throws at them? Well, here's the truth. Most wealthy people won't admit. They don't just rely on traditional income. Instead, they invest in 20 specific assets that practically guarantee long-term financial security. These aren't your typical stocks or bonds. These are the under-the-radar investments that accumulate wealth slowly but surely over time, compounding year after year, all while the market does its thing. And here's the kicker. These assets are usually so subtle, they fly under the radar, making them the perfect tool for you to build generational wealth without attracting too much attention. But most people miss out on these because they're too focused on the quick, flashy wins. What if I told you that a well-thought-out investment plan, rooted in these 20 powerful assets, could set your family up for financial freedom for generations to come? No need for a rich uncle or a big inheritance. All you need is the right knowledge, and I'm about to give you that. So stick around as I walk you through each of these game-changing assets. Assets that, if you start investing in today, will not only secure your future, but your family's future for generations. And trust me, by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to make these assets work for you, regardless of your starting point. Ready? Let's dive in. Number 1, ownership in timeless businesses. Let's talk about the difference between trendy stocks and timeless businesses. Sure, the latest tech stock or crypto craze may seem like a quick win, but they can crash just as fast as they climb. Timeless businesses, on the other hand, have stood the test of time. Think companies that sell everyday products or provide essential services like consumer staples or utilities. These types of businesses don't just weather market storms, they thrive through them. When you invest in businesses with staying power, you're not chasing short-term hype. Instead, you're building wealth that grows year after year, even when the economy takes a dip. These businesses don't need constant attention to grow. They steadily accumulate value while the market does its thing. And the best part? You don't need to be an expert in the stock market to benefit from these businesses. We'll explore how to invest in things that generate income even when you're not working, without you even realizing it's happening. Stay tuned. Number 2, intellectual property that earns while you sleep. Now, let's shift gears to intellectual property, the kind of asset that earns you money while you sleep. We're talking about things like patents, books, or licensing deals, intangible assets that continue to produce income long after the work is done. Once you've created something valuable, it doesn't just stop at one payment or one sale. It can generate continuous revenue, compounding over time. What makes this even more powerful is the fact that intellectual property requires minimal ongoing effort once it's established. That means no matter where you are or what you're doing, your intellectual property is working for you, consistently adding value to your family's wealth. But here's the thing. Wealth isn't just about assets you can touch or trade. It's also about how you document your values and pass them down. Let me show you why a well-documented family playbook is just as important as any physical asset. Number 3, a well-documented family playbook for money values. Here's the truth. A family playbook isn't just about tracking income or creating budgets. It's the foundation for how future generations manage wealth, make investment decisions, and pass down essential knowledge. A good playbook is a blueprint for your family's financial success, detailing not just how money is earned, but also how it's spent, saved, and invested. Why does this matter? Without a clear playbook, wealth is easily lost. It's like handing your kids a treasure chest without showing them how to open it. When your family is on the same page, understanding the value of money, the principles behind investments, and how to safeguard wealth, that knowledge creates generational stability. Up next, we dive into a classic but often overlooked asset, land. Let's talk about why multi-use land in high-potential zones should be part of your family's wealth-building strategy. Number 4, multi-use land in high-potential zones. Now let's talk about land, the ultimate wealth-building asset. Owning land, particularly in areas poised for development, has the potential to create wealth for decades, sometimes even centuries. Think of land as an investment that appreciates steadily over time, unlike stocks that fluctuate daily. In some cases, its value can grow exponentially as the surrounding area develops. The beauty of land is that it's not just a piece of earth, it's an asset with endless potential. You can develop it, lease it, or hold on to it as its value increases. And unlike other investments, it's not something you need to constantly manage. Over time, the land will do the work for you. But here's the kicker. Land alone won't guarantee your family's wealth if it's not protected properly. So, let's talk about the next crucial asset, trust structures that outlive emotions. Number 5, trust structures that outlive emotions. Let's face it, family dynamics can be complicated. Emotions run high, and sometimes financial decisions can get clouded by personal conflicts or differing values. That's where trust structures come in. A trust ensures that your wealth isn't tied up in the hands of family members who may not share the same vision or skills for managing it. Trusts are designed to preserve your wealth and ensure it's distributed exactly as you intended, regardless of what emotions or disagreements might arise down the road. They safeguard your assets, keep them protected from external threats, and ensure that your family's financial future remains intact for generations to come. But we're not done yet. Wealth is not just about the assets you own. It's about passing down valuable skills. Let's talk about why rare skills, not just money, are the real key to generational wealth. Number 6, rare skills pass down, not just wealth. Wealth isn't just about the dollars you stack up. It's the mindset and the skill set you pass down to future generations that will keep that wealth flowing. Rare, valuable skills, whether it's entrepreneurship, investment acumen, or even advanced trade skills, empower your children and grandchildren to continue building wealth long after you're gone. When you teach your family members to think critically, make sound financial decisions, and use their talents to create opportunities, you give them more than just financial security. You give them the tools to thrive in any market, any economy. These rare skills help future generations grow and maintain wealth without needing to rely solely on assets. Now, let's talk about a paid-off home in a prime location and why owning property in the right place is one of the most important building blocks for your family's long-term wealth. Number 7, a paid-off home in a thriving location. There's something incredibly powerful about owning a home, especially one that's paid off and located in a thriving, high-growth area. The right property not only provides you with a roof over your head, but it also serves as an anchor for long-term financial security. A paid-off home in an appreciating market is like a steady anchor in a storm. As the market fluctuates, your home continues to increase in value, providing a stable, secure asset that won't be easily wiped out. It's a critical building block for your family's wealth, offering both emotional security and financial freedom. But the wealth-building journey doesn't stop with real estate. Let's shift gears to equity in scalable, system-based ventures, an asset that works for you even when you're not actively involved. Number 8, equity in scalable, system-based ventures. Now, let's talk about the power of equity in scalable ventures. These are investments in businesses or platforms that operate on systems, whether it's a tech platform, an automated business, or a franchise. Why? Because they continue to generate returns for you even when you're not actively working. Scalable ventures allow you to earn passive income without the need to manage every little detail. Once these systems are set up, they run on autopilot, bringing in revenue while you focus on other ventures or simply enjoy your life. The beauty of owning equity in such ventures is that they work for you, multiplying your wealth without constant input. But building wealth isn't just about assets. It's about relationships. Let's dive into the importance of long-term connections and how the people you know can make all the difference in your wealth-building journey. Number 9, long-term relationships with decision makers. Building wealth isn't just about having assets, it's about who you know. Establishing strong, long-lasting relationships with decision makers in business, government, or investment circles can open doors to exclusive opportunities that others don't even know exist. These connections provide you with insider knowledge, early access to lucrative investments, and a chance to be a part of ventures that could exponentially increase your wealth. It's not just about making deals, It's about building trust and adding value over time. The more influential people you surround yourself with, the more opportunities will come your way. And that's not all. Wealth isn't just about growth, it's about protection too. Up next, we'll dive into how a crisis fund can help your family avoid financial ruin in tough times. Number 10, a crisis fund that prevents generational panic. Imagine you've built a solid foundation of wealth, only to see it threatened by an unexpected crisis. That's where a well-funded crisis reserve comes into play. A crisis fund acts as a financial cushion that can protect your family's wealth in times of uncertainty. Without this reserve, the slightest downturn or emergency can throw everything off track, risking years of hard work and planning. But when you've got a crisis fund, your family can weather storms without panicking, ensuring that wealth is preserved through difficult times. This reserve isn't just for rainy days, it's your safety net, ensuring your family remains financially stable regardless of what happens outside. With that security in place, let's look at how digital assets can play a huge role in building wealth. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. Number 11, digital assets with proven residual value. Let's dive into digital assets. From domain names to NFTs, digital products, and even online businesses, digital assets are quickly becoming some of the most powerful wealth-building tools. The beauty of these assets is that they generate income with minimal effort once they're set up. Think about it. Once a digital product, an NFT, or a valuable domain name is created, it can continue to generate income passively. As the world becomes increasingly digital, these assets will only grow in importance. The best part, you don't have to be glued to a desk to benefit from them. They're designed to work for you, generating residual income with little upkeep. Now, while digital assets are powerful, wealth isn't just about assets, it's about mindset. Let's talk about the importance of books and mental models in building lasting wealth. Number 12, books and mental models, not just blueprints. When it comes to building wealth, investing in physical assets is only part of the equation. The real key to long-term success lies in investing in your mindset and decision-making framework. Mental models, practical thinking tools and frameworks, help you make better financial decisions, avoid common pitfalls, and see opportunities that others miss. You see, wealth isn't just built on having the right assets, it's about developing the right mindset to recognize and seize those opportunities. The more you cultivate your thinking and decision-making abilities, the more equipped you are to handle financial challenges. But we're not stopping there. Let's talk about how building a legacy brand can create financial security for generations to come. Number 13, a legacy brand built on trust and excellence. Imagine building a brand that isn't just a logo, but a reputation. A legacy brand built on trust and excellence becomes a powerful asset that appreciates over time. It's not just about creating products or services, it's about creating a name that people trust and respect. As your brand becomes synonymous with quality and reliability, it becomes a valuable asset that not only generates income streams, but also carries immense value in the marketplace. A strong legacy brand grows beyond the individual. It becomes a part of your family's wealth for generations. This asset continues to compound, growing in influence and value long after you've passed it on. But not all assets appreciate in the same way. Gold is different. It doesn't grow in the same sense, but its value remains constant. Let's dive into why gold isn't just an investment. It's protection for your wealth. Number 14, gold, not for growth, but for protection. Gold has been a trusted store of value for centuries. Unlike stocks or real estate, its value isn't tied to the performance of the economy. It's a timeless asset that provides security. In times of crisis, gold has always been there to preserve wealth when other investments collapse. Gold acts as a hedge against inflation and economic uncertainty. When the value of paper currency fluctuates or markets crash, gold holds steady. It's the asset that never truly loses its value, no matter what's happening in the world. So, while gold might not make you rich overnight, it ensures that your wealth remains protected through thick and thin. And while gold is stable, private investments can open new doors to exponential growth. Let's explore how private investments can help you secure your future. Number 15, private investments vetted through deep networks. Now let's talk about private investments, an often overlooked asset that can offer far higher returns than the traditional stock market. These investments, when vetted through trusted networks, provide opportunities that the average investor doesn't even know about. Private investments, whether in real estate developments, startups, or other ventures, are typically not available to the general public. But when you have access to deep networks, you can gain entry to exclusive ventures that have the potential to generate significant returns. The key here is trust. By building relationships with those who know about these opportunities, you open doors to wealth that others simply don't have access to. But investing isn't just about the money, it's about passing down values. Let's dive into how family rituals around stewardship can ensure that the wealth you create continues to grow for generations. Number 16. Family rituals around stewardship, not consumption. The wealthiest families don't just focus on accumulating money. They focus on passing down the values of stewardship. Stewardship isn't about consuming wealth or spending it recklessly. It's about managing it wisely and ensuring that it continues to grow over time. Families with long-lasting wealth have one thing in common. They practice rituals around managing their assets. These rituals teach future generations the importance of financial responsibility, the power of saving, and the value of making thoughtful decisions. It's not about indulgence. It's about preserving and growing wealth for generations. By embedding these rituals into your family culture, you ensure that the wealth you create doesn't get squandered, but instead becomes a foundation that future generations can build on. A key asset in this is a family library, one filled with knowledge that empowers your family to think critically and make informed financial decisions. Let's explore how your family library could change the future. A library curated for thinking, not just reading. A library isn't just a place to keep books. It's a place for future generations to grow their minds. A well-curated library filled with books on critical thinking, strategy, leadership, and wealth building can serve as a knowledge base that your family draws from for decades. The right information leads to better decisions, and better decisions lead to better wealth-building opportunities. Imagine having a library filled with timeless wisdom, books that teach future generations how to think, analyze, and make decisions that align with long-term success. The knowledge in these books doesn't just create immediate wealth. It fosters the kind of critical thinking that sets up the foundation for generations of prosperity. Now, let's focus on real estate, specifically how owning property with generational utility sets families up for long-term success. Number 18. Real estate with generational utility, not quick flips. When it comes to real estate, the key to building lasting wealth isn't in quick flips, it's in properties with generational utility. These are properties that continue to appreciate over time and hold value through multiple generations, such as family homes in thriving locations or income-generating properties. Quick flips may bring in some cash now, but they don't build the kind of long-term wealth that can last through decades. Real estate with lasting utility appreciates consistently, providing your family with both an asset that grows and a legacy that endures. This kind of real estate ensures that your wealth isn't just a one-off win, but a sustainable foundation for your family's future. Not finished yet, though. There's a huge asset that most people overlook: reputation. Let's look at why reputation is a game changer in wealth building. Number 19. Reputation as a currency passed through your name. Your family name can be more valuable than money. A good reputation is one of the most powerful assets you can pass down. It becomes a currency that opens doors, creates opportunities, and fosters trust in business dealings. When your family has built a reputation for integrity, excellence, and reliability, opportunities come knocking because people trust your name. This reputation acts as collateral in business and personal relationships, making it easier to access funding, partnerships, and other wealth-building opportunities. A strong, respected reputation elevates your family's name and ensures that future generations will have doors open to them that others may never even know exist. Now, let's wrap things up with the final piece of the puzzle: legal wisdom. Let's talk about how proper legal protections safeguard everything you've worked for. Number 20. Legal wisdom that protects more than it earns. Legal wisdom is one of the most underrated assets in wealth building. Estate planning, intellectual property law, And asset protection strategies ensure that your wealth is not only protected, but also passed on seamlessly to future generations. Without proper legal frameworks in place, all your hard-earned wealth can be vulnerable to theft, lawsuits, or poor management. Legal protections keep your assets safe from external threats and ensure that your family can benefit from them without unnecessary complications. From trusts to intellectual property, these legal tools preserve your wealth and make sure that it's distributed according to your wishes. Stick around for an exclusive bonus tip. I'm about to share something that will blow your mind. Don't miss this. Bonus point. As a thank you for being part of our community, I'm about to share a bonus tip that will change everything you thought you knew about wealth building. Here's a game-changing secret. Focus on building systems, not just assets. The most successful wealth builders don't just accumulate wealth, they create systems that make their money work for them automatically. This could be an automated online business, a rental property management system, or even a dividend investment strategy that runs on autopilot. By focusing on creating systems that continuously generate income with minimal effort, you set yourself up for true financial freedom. These systems ensure that your wealth isn't reliant on constant work or attention. They operate on their own, allowing you to focus on growing even more. It's not about working harder, it's about working smarter. This method is one that the wealthiest individuals use to scale their fortunes year after year. Start thinking about systems, not just assets, and watch how your wealth multiplies without you needing to do more work. If you found value in this video, hit the like button so more people can learn about building wealth. Every like helps this channel grow and reach more people who are ready to take control of their financial futures. Make sure you subscribe so you never miss a new strategy to grow your wealth. We release new insights every week, and you won't want to miss any of them. Send this video to someone you know who's ready to build a better financial future. Share the knowledge and help others take action on their wealth-building journey. Thanks for watching. We have a great video recommended for you next, so don't forget to click on the video that's popping up on your screen. I'll see you in the next video.